I enjoy doing the show, and on top of that, it's going to be fun. I'm going to jump from the car to the tower to the car. It'll be interesting.
That'll be
fun for you.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
So this week,
high-paced.
with you in the booth with me at Willamette Speedway in the Moxie Tower, and then
How do you know that?
Because you already said.
You committed.
He'll be there. Watch. Warren, listen, I need what I need from you.
I need to be in the pits this weekend.
If you want to be in
I
the
like
pits,
all the action in the pits.
You do like that. We'll get the quad out for you.
Yeah.
Were you trying to throw punches?
No.
He was
I hope
kung
not.
fu fighting.
He was mimicking.
It's Tai Chi.
Oh, okay. I was hoping not.
Oh.
I've seen girls throw better punches.
Well, yeah, you're like a shadow boxing champion, sweetie.
All right, guys, if this is the way we're going to roll, we're going to have to cut this show
We're
short.
cutting him down. I love it. It's fun to pick on Joel because he just gets that look on his face where he wants to hit you,
but they can't.
But he knows
see
he punches
that.
like a girl.
They can't see that, though.
But we can.
Yes, we can.
So
we can describe it.
We can. But here's the thing. So going back to the format, we're going to change some things up. It's going to be a lot better from here on out.
We promise.
We promise. I promise. Just coming into the winter months, we're going to have a more of a format. And again, we're talking about cutting down to 2 hours during the off season. We may do that, but heading down to the Budweiser Nationals, we are going to be on the air a lot, and not just with Spreaker, but with Moxie on Facebook.
Moxie Live.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with interviews, and it's going to be good. I know that we're going to see several right now. We'll see actually who does go, but we know that 3 drivers are going for sure. One was going to go, but unfortunately can't now, Bricen. But
right.
I don't know.
I think there's going to be more than we expect.
We typically on that show, you'll see 6 to 8 Oregon guys down there, and they. I mean, Gray did real well last year.
Yeah, he did.
He won a heat race, and Colin did real well, and Joey was. The 111 was fast. Day 2 was a lot better. He got a feel for the track, got a setup, and not counting out that 111.
Never count that 111 out.
Speaking of Bakersfield, do you know who we haven't seen lately?
Brian Smith. I don't know who.
That went to Bakersfield last year and got caught up in a little bit of an issue.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Mark Carroll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark Carroll, the 27.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? That was the weirdest thing. That was because he raced his way into the top 3, and he was fast.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's Mark Carroll. What do you expect?
Did a great job. And, the funny thing about it was we had an idea who was going down there, and we got down there, and we're qualifying rolls around. We're like, Mark Carroll's here? And no one told us. We didn't see him in the pit area, and we walked that pit area 10 times. I don't know where he was pitted, but I certainly didn't see him until he rolled onto the track. And was like, surprise!
Here I am.
And he races his way into the top 3. Now, their rule down there is if you finish in the top 3, you pull up on the front stretch. You pull up on the front stretch, and, IMCA does what IMCA does. I don't know if Mark didn't know that or if Mark just forgot what happened, but he pulled off, and it was an automatic DQ. Sucked to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It sucked to watch to see an Oregon guy go down there and have the kind of success he did, and to have it end that way. We know we'll see Cody Laney just got a top 20 at the Super Nationals in Boone in the 5L. He made his way. I mean, there was 300 cars shooting it out for I think they started 30 in the feature, so 10% of the cars made the A main, and he got a top 20. It worked his way up to I think 15th was the highest he was at during the race, and then the late stages kind of faded out to the 20th spot. But hey, a top 20 at the Super Nationals.
No, that's a lot of cars.
That is, yeah. Well, it's not just that it's a lot of cars. It's a lot of really good cars. I mean, the best of the best. And to go back there and finish the top 20 there, that's a big deal. So congrats to.
That'll look good on the resume.
Yeah, to Cody Laney and his team. Awesome run back there to get to see the West Coast represented like that. And we see him all over the place. He's traveled a lot this year, and that's a kid that in the modified ranks out of California is, he's one of the top guys you really got to watch because I think we'll see him go up to the next level at some point. Very talented young man. Good deal. So upcoming stuff, we've got, like I said, the 2 races at Willamette. We've got 2 extended races on the Cottage Grove season. They're going to extend their race season 2 more races. And or is it 3?
3?
I thought it was 2. Are those points? Those are non-point shows. Okay, so if we can get them in, they'll settle the championship and then extend the season. If anybody wants to go race
at Willamette,
at Cottage Grove,
they've
added 3 races to their schedule, but non-points races.
God, Heather does a great job down there.
She's done a fantastic job.
Oh my gosh,
place.
hats off to her.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Sunset, they're
And her crew, of course.
and they work hard.
They do.
Running a racetrack is a tough gig, man, and they do a good job down there, and she's done a fine job promoting it. And hats off to Heather and the whole crew down there at Cottage Grove.
Well
Sounds
said.
like their safety team was on point when Bricen had his accident, so good to hear that. Things are getting, standards have been set, and I think everybody's striving to reach those, especially in the safety aspect. What we've seen in the dirt world the last couple of years, racetracks making some not being prepared.
Right. Fires burning up on the front stretch.
And what
cars
happens?
burning up.
That is negative publicity, and nobody
boy.
wants that. So
Nobody
they
wants
know they have to step it up. And a lot of tracks, Bakersfield especially, after their accident, they really stepped it up. We were down there last year again for the Bud Naturals, and we had a couple spots where their guys were on it. It was impressive, and it was something we talked about on the way down as the Moxie crew. Is, we'll see what they've done down there. And Schweitzer and his gang did 100%.
Another great promoter. He
Yeah.
does a heck of a job down there.
No doubt. One of the best I've ever seen in the dirt world in our area. Just really knows how to promote his racetrack.
I remember we were talking about that after some of the incidents down there at that racetrack, and you sat there and you just looked at me and said, "Hey, I talked to Scott. He's going to have it handled."
Yep.
And I'm like, "Well, words only mean so much." And he goes, "No, you don't understand. It's Scott.
Right.
It's handled."
When Scott says he'll handle it, he handles it.
And he handled
does.
it.
They did a great job making sure things were in place, and their safety measures they took they made big strides. Now, was it extreme fire and rescue? Is anything in this area really at that level? I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no too, and being partial to extreme, still they're top of their game.
They are, and I think if
they set the
anybody wanted to
precedent for
learn
anybody.
what a safety crew is, visit Willamette Speedway. Come see what these guys do.
Yeah.
Robert Kemp, the flagman from Antioch, was here and was
Yeah.
like, "Whoa."
Yeah, he was. That's saying something.
Yeah, he said this place is fantastic. He said, I've never seen a safety crew like that. And that's not talking bad about Antioch. It's talking good about extreme fire and rescue and what you guys do.
Extreme sets the standard.
Even we've had, during Fall Frenzy weekend, we had a couple guys from the Sunset, a couple staff members from Sunset. I think the flagman and one of the tow truck guys from Sunset were out in the pits. And I talked to him for a little bit. I believe it was Justin and Bobby.
Justin's a flagman, yep.
I think Bobby is the other one. We were talking, and they're like, "Dude, you guys have it made down here. You guys do what you do, and you're good at it." And I'm going, we're just a bunch of rednecks that like racing.
But see, the thing about that is you guys as a safety crew could train other safety crews that give them, hey, look, and here's how you handle it.
We have done that with Sunset. I know Doug's made a couple trips to Sunset, and then, I'm constantly, we're always in communication between the two safety crews as to, hey, this is what happened, this is what we did, this is how, we debriefed it and what we could do better, and, sharing notes. I mean, it's just like racing and crew chiefing. You share notes with each other.
Yeah, and I think half of your battle that puts you guys so much above the rest is you have a truck on either end of the infield ready to go at a moment's notice, and you guys aren't like out there drinking beers and just hanging out. You're
it's a serious business.
You're serious about it, and I mean I can't even talk to you when you're on the fire crew, and I'm not knocking that. It's just you're all about being on the safety aspect of the game, and you guys are top notch.
Well, you're focused.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Sorry.
Now, what's so damn funny?
Inside joke.
Larry Baker's back, folks.
Oh yeah.
Larry
we
Baker's
missed
back. He's back in.
And he's bad.
He's back in true Baker form. He says he's Asian. He's automatically labeled a lethal weapon. They're born black belts. So
Baker, thank you.
So then he comes back and says, "Corey, I'll give you $100 if the next time Clyde Root takes the track, you announced, and in this corner."
Hey, Baker, you don't even have to offer me that. I'll do it.
Oh, man. That is funny.
I'm glad Baker's back.
I'll do that for free.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I guarantee it. See how many people in the crowd get it. It'd be like all of her clothes off.
But then people actually came down and checked to see what was written on the check.
That is true. We actually had people come down and ask if that was the driver's name. Oh, God. We're messing up.
You know, the thing about Moxie and with everything I
Crispy
do
says he's crying right now.
Oh, God. It's okay, Chris. It's okay. We got you covered, buddy.
Oh, man.
But at the same
And
time,
in the blue corner, wearing a zero shorts. Oh,
with the red trim.
well, see, this is the best part about racing is everyone I'm involved with, we have fun when we're doing it. And, you know, we've got a great group of people between us at Moxie, our fan base. I mean, we've got Chris Frisbee over here crying and laughing and crying some more, and Baker with his one-liners.
Throwing out $100 challenges.
I mean,
Warren goes, why? I'll just do it for free. You could have $100, Warren.
come on.
I'm gonna hold.
I don't want to
Larry.
hear that story again.
I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold Baker to it. If Warren says it, it's $100 in Warren's pocket. And I'm gonna tell you something, Baker. If you don't hold up to it, we've got a black belt here at Moxie.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to need a fire crew.
Good times. Good times.
Joel's trying to think of something to say. Look
Dom.
at him.
Dom still isn't too sure about this whole thing here.
Dom, this is your third show now.
Yeah.
And we're winding down the third show. We're getting into the last little bit of the show. Did you think it was anything like this going on behind the scenes?
No. No, I didn't.
I mean,
But what fun.
You guys listen to
Yeah.
you know, the show
Yeah.
every week. I mean,
You know, you got to remember, 4 weeks ago, Corey was I intimidated him too much to talk to me.
you?
That's what he said on the show. Yeah.
Handsome
Well,
Dom
here's the thing.
intimidated you?
Well, here's the story I got on Dom.
Okay, let's hear this.
Here,
Is this going to be a long story?
See, I would go talk to the AMCO crew, and I would just, hey, Dom, how you doing? I go along, you know, move along. Nothing to see here. But the story I got on Dom was, you know, here's this guy from New York, mafia ties, gangster. He's got a couple hits under his belt.
Yeah.
You don't mess with a guy named they call Handsome Dom.
Teardrops tattooed on his face.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You know. And so I just,
Time out. Dom's from Detroit.
right.
Yeah, not
He
New
doesn't
York.
have teardrop tattoos.
No.
Listen, his last name is Conti, okay? That's about as Italian as it gets. And when you hear in the rumors he's from New York and he's killed people and he's got ties to the Gambinos and John Gotti's his uncle, you just keep on moving, bud.
Oh,
Transylvania's in his corner.
Yeah. Transylvania's over there, part of the Greek mafia. It's getting, what is in this water?
it's Perrier.
Now, Jimmy Hoffa is part of my family.
Right?
Yeah, for real.
Well, Jimmy Hoffa was on the wrong side of the mafia, Dom.
True.
Don't tell anybody else that.
I won't.
You just told the
You
world.
just told the world, yeah.
That's okay.
So whatever happened to Jimmy? Do you know where he's at?
No.
You didn't talk to him much lately?
No. That I haven't. What do we got going on?
Oh, it's just Frisbee and Baker talking about how Joel's going to tackle Rude.
I'm not tackling Rude. I'll leave that to somebody else.
Who?
I don't know.
Tony.
You're over here doing push-ups. I don't know what's going on.
Shadow boxing and stuff.
But hey, look, Baker's backing out. Look at this.
Oh, now it's supposed to be $10. No,
I
it's
saw
in
100.
print. I saw $100 in print, Baker. We're holding you to it. When Warren says it, you better have a check, and it better be one of them big ones.
And
you know
Frisbee's
I'll do
right
it.
there. Frisbee saw it.
Yep.
Frisbee, you got our back on this, buddy.
You see, there are witnesses, Baker. You're in for $100.
And I'm sure Scott Weinberger saw it too. I mean, he wants Warren for president.
He does. This is going to end up bad.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
You know-
am I going to get fired?
Nope.
You never know. The one thing, though, I don't mean to change the subject and just go completely off on a tangent, but
Here we go.
we're gonna go back a couple shows here to first part of July. Did anybody see what IMCA TV did while they were at Super Nationals?
No.
They actually got Dave Bryn on camera,
Right.
Head tech
Super
official,
Dave.
Super Dave, for at Super Nationals, talking about what they do for pre-tech. And there's a quick video on IMCA TV's Facebook page of Dave Brim talking about what they do during pre-tech at Super Nationals. So, give you an idea, for all the promoters out there that are wanting to say, hey, how are we going to do this next year? That's how IMCA is doing it back east at the big